Like the video coming in, subscribe to the channel, comment, all that. Listen, man. Sometimes you gotta stop just smoking K2. Sometimes you just gotta just stop, all the white folk drugs that like meth. I don't know, this seems like it's giving out, the black meth, black version of meth, uh, bad cocaine, laced, triple, quadruple laced with some of the worst drugs you can find. That's why you can't, just be smoking anything. I'm gonna just be real with you. You just can't just be smoking anything. Because you don't know what somebody giving to you. You don't know what somebody giving to you. You don't know what somebody done put in it when they give it to you. And right here, we got a prime example of somebody that seemed like as if he had a lace blunt. And I'm talking about somebody that must have sprayed some shout spray inside the weed. Some shout spray, some roach spray, some any type of spray that you could think of that kill insects, bugs, all that sprayed inside his weed. And they just shook the bag up like this. And said, hey, my nigga, all the weed is yours. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably his own kind, that look just like him. You just never know. I'm just throwing it up in the air. Cause look at this nigga. Look at this fool. You know what I'm saying? And if that's his woman, my thing is like, if is that his woman, I don't know. But she must really love that nigga. I was kind of hoping that when he threw the brick up, that it didn't miss him. Cause if the brick would have hit him, it probably would have woke him up out of that shit. And then he probably would have got his mind right eventually. And he could have went on a straight and narrow path in the future. But this is some zombie GTA, Resident Evil. This is some wild shit. This is like a YN too. This nigga just off the hinges. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like that, gotta be around people that actually love him. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he ain't around enough people that really care about him or love him. Because if so, you wouldn't have no episodes like this. And whoever this dude is, this is where you got to put your arm around a brother. You don't want to kick nobody when they down. You want to put your arm around them like, hey, man, get your shit together. But while you get your shit together, I'm going to make sure you get it together. And it starts right here. Do you do drugs? If so, you finna kick all that out. All that's finna be out. You finna be a changed man. And when you become a changed man, only thing you gonna tell them, I done gave up that narcotics now. So you gotta be able to say that with strength and belief, and at the same time, act on your new interactions of whatever that life has to bring you for the future. Because this ain't it. This ain't the way that you should be reacting. This ain't the way that you should be acting. Because they laughing at us while, we do foolish things like of this sort because we giving them everything they want. And we all know who they are. So, this is not to bring no brother down. This is not to put no brother under the bus. This is more like of a shedding light moment to where you have to develop love for yourself. This is why self-love is so important, y'all. I mean, I'm here to educate. I ain't here to entertain. I ain't here to dance around, tap dance, be like this. I ain't, no. You come into this video, you gonna get educated, man. And a lot of people that already know this, I don't have to educate those who already know that you have to stop the acts of foolishness all for the love of what can be going through the algorithm, or what can go through the algorithm to circulate what we call viewership. Because I realized one thing. When I make videos about Caucasians, white people, the foolish things that they do, I realized that those views don't really circulate. They don't really move the same way as if I make videos about black people doing foolish things of that sort. I mean, This is all what I'm talking about. It's all coming into full circle of what I'm discussing right now. And right now, I'm making this video not based upon the foolishness that's in it. I'm making this video to educate the young YNs, out here to move in a different light, to move in a fly light. You know what I'm saying? Smooth, getting money, being fly. You know what I'm saying? Just being cool with it. Not being off the Richter scale like this, because ain't nothing fly, smooth, or cool about this. You don't get no grinding points for that. Nobody look your way when you act like that. When you dress fly, and you look fly, and you feel good, it's going to show. And your aura is going to grow. More people are going to fluctuate your way and see what's going on. Like, what the hell, he got going on his way. And I want to educate also to say that if this dude, whoever this is in this video, if someone was so happen to show him this video, I want y'all to, so he can know, like, this ain't the way to go out. This ain't the way to do it. The way you do it is by being entertaining in a fly way. Make somebody laugh, be cool, be smooth with it, and get your bread. Don't let drugs or whatever that it may be, be your downfall. Because when you do that, you don't love yourself. And you have to love yourself. More black people, black dudes, black men should champion the importance of self-love. You know what I'm saying? We have to really champion the importance of striving and praying for that, because that's something that's priceless, man. That's something that's priceless. That's something that's powerful, and that can never be taken away from us by no race. That's something that money can't buy. Self-love is something that money cannot buy. You can have all the money, all the jewelry, and it don't mean a damn thing if you don't have self-love. That is one of the most powerful gifts a black man, especially, or a black woman, can have in their possession. Now, I say this because we gotta break the cycle of the repeating domino effect of what we've been seeing for years when it comes down to people of our color in this culture. We can't have the blind leading the blind. Somebody has to be leader. Somebody have to show leadership. Somebody has to be strong enough to not let another race dictate how you feel about your own brother or sister. Whoever that's trying to get you to eliminate your own kind, that's the opposite race of you, you should eliminate them. For them trying to get you to eliminate people that look like you. And eliminate, you can take that whatever you want to, however way you want to take it. But I'm saying it just based off of YouTube, because we all know how they can get, But there's plenty of ways we can entertain without feeling like that we have to sell out to do it. To do things that's just either whether it's degrading. Not saying this is just foolish. Degrading things as well are foolish, but it's different. It's different versions of foolishness. This is not in the degrading fashion. This is not, in a way, somebody putting on the dress, makeup, or anything like that, trying to look like the Wayans brothers and white chicks. Not nothing like that. Even though that's a good movie, but at the same time, it's like, let's just keep it to a minimum. Better yet, let's keep it to where, you don't even have to keep it to a minimum. Let's just eliminate it. Get it out. Just replace it with something else. That's the importance of creativity. That's the importance of what the gifts that we have as black people. When it comes black people as far as creativity, that's another powerful gift. When you have that, you really are. You really have no limitations. You have no. You can't be put into a box. And people love to put people in the box because they have no, expansion when it comes to creativity. They have no expansions when it comes to being versatile. So they want to limit the people who have the versatility and who have, those expansions when it comes, in other words, of creativity, because they don't have any. Because if they did, they wouldn't try to limit yours. Now, I know I'm carrying on. I'm talking about something completely different now, but y'all have to really follow what I'm saying because everything isn't all about laughs. All right? Everything isn't all about you just getting your laugh on and not being educated. Because what are you living for if you're not here to be educated? It's okay to read a book because that's not expected for us to do. So that should be motivating for black people to do. Pick up a book and read it. Because it's not expected. Do everything that they don't expect us black people to do. And I'm talking about they as in racist people. I'm out, y'all. See y'all in the next one. Remember, self-love, one love. Peace.